to start class in our regular seated meditation. So find a comfortable position near the start of your mat, either in crisscross applesauce or seated on your shins. Close your eyes, lift through the crown of your head, and begin to draw your attention inward to your breath. Starting with some deep inhales in through the nose and exaggerated exhales through the mouth, letting your shoulders drop down away from your ears, softening the muscles of the face, checking in that space between your eyebrows where you tend to furrow. Let it go. Let the jaw hang loose, the tongue at the roof of the mouth, and let that feeling travel down the neck, chest, arms, belly, and legs. Move into slow motion. Breath draws in slow and deep, and the exhale elongates, keeping a little tension at the back of your throat to guide that breath back through the nose. You should be able to feel very clearly and viscerally every part of the breath, the inhale, the hold, and the exhale. As you breathe, I want you to bring into your mind what it is that you hope to accomplish or gain or release from today's flow. This is going to be a full body release. We're going to use our straps for certain aspects of this flow. If you're at home and you don't have a yoga strap available, feel free to use an old t-shirt or towel or resistance band. You can modify the moves without a strap if necessary. No matter where you are or what equipment you have, I still want you to orient yourself towards intention. What do I want out of these 30 minutes? Dare to let something land on your mind's eye. Confront that desire wholeheartedly. Open yourself to it. And then align your energy towards it during every aspect of this flow. With your next inhale, I invite you to open your arms out to the sides of the room. And then lift them up overhead, bringing the palms together and drawing the hands down to the heart. Bow chin to chest. And take one last moment to dedicate today's practice to your desire. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift those hands up overhead. Exhale, open them to that T at your sides. You can open the eyes if you'd like, and then draw the fingertips into the shoulders. We're just going to start a slow circle, kind of an opposite timing. Opening up the shoulders, keeping them pinned down, but loosening them up. Move with breath. Try to get the torso involved while keeping your sit bones connected to the mat below. Go ahead and stop, and we're going to go ahead and reverse order that. So moving back one at a time. Moving with breath. And then find stillness. Let the shoulders settle down, the hands come down. We're going to grab our strap now, unrolling it, and taking a grip about shoulder width apart. From here, we're going to lift this up over our heads, keeping our shoulders pinned down, and then gently guide it back into a little mini back bend. As you inhale, go ahead and roll forward through the upper back, separate the shoulder blades, press the strap in front of you, and then all the way up and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more times. Move through this flow. Finding a little bit of extra movement in that upper back. And then go ahead and come back to center and bring the strap down. We're going to then move into another version of the shoulder stretch. So you grab the strap, right, equal, but you're going to let go of your right hand. Bringing this back behind your back, elbow up, and then you're going to take that opposite hand and grab back behind between the shoulder blades. Your fists should try to get as close together as you can without compromising your upper back. So if you need more space in order to get the shoulder blades drawn back, give yourself more space in the strap. We're sitting up nice and tall. Nice open space through the shoulders and chest, trying to relax the back. Switch sides. So we're going to come up, bring that hand or that strap back behind you. Creep the fists as close together as you can while keeping the chest open and the shoulders in a good position. And sit up nice and tall. Now if you can see me in the mirror, you might notice that I can't get my hands as close together on this side. That is normal. Just gives you information about what's happening in the body, that there might be a little bit of an imbalance. Take note of it. It's something to work on. Notice where the tension shows up. And try to relax as much as you can. To a series of release positions with the strap before we ever begin our flow. So I'm going to have you sit up nice and tall, feet out in front of you, and then you can take that strap and you can loop it right around the midpoint of the feet. Feel free to give yourself a little bit of leverage with the strap if that feels good. Keep a nice soft bend in the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. As you exhale, gently pull your belly a little bit closer in towards your upper thighs. We're trying to keep the back nice and flat. Letting a combination of gravity, relaxation, and this little bit of assist to get us a little bit deeper into this forward fold. The back should always be as flat as possible. Notice how you get another millimeter down as you relax into the stretch. increasing depth with time. As you use the breath to release tension from the body, you might be able to get a little bit more depth, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Slowly lift through the torso. We're going to go ahead and release that left foot, bringing it to the inside of your thigh, focusing the intention then on this foot. So same thing, heart lifts out towards that big toe. And if you need to walk your hands in on the strap a little bit more, please do. On your inhale, you can slightly lift the heart, and on your exhale, find a little bit more depth. What's happening in the mind and body. And if you encounter distracting thoughts or feelings, you can gently acknowledge them and then move on. Try not to interact. Once again, notice where you are now compared to where you were at the beginning. And slowly you're going to give yourself a more slack in the strap as you lift through the torso. And release, switching sides. Right foot in, left foot out. Looping the strap around the arch of the foot, giving yourself a little bit more tension if you need to by walking your hands closer towards the feet. Back is flat. Aimed at the big toe. Breathe. Slowly release. As you feel the body respond to the tension, to the stretch, to the relaxation, imagine everything that does not serve you, the stress, suffering, the pain, the anxiety, leaking out of your body, being physically released from your tense and tightening muscles. These things serve us, they have purpose, they matter. But sometimes we identify too strongly with them, with the suffering, with the pain, the fear, become so close to us that we don't even know ourselves without them. And so we have to let them go, even if just for brief moments, in order to examine what is left behind. Who are we without these things? That is what I want you to pay attention to. Over the knees and come into an all-fours position. As we usually do, we're going to find some fluid movement, exploring what's going on with our low back, with our hips, with our core, upper back, shoulders, legs, moving in ways that feel good. Deep, intentional breaths. And then go ahead and ground into this all-fours position. Heart reaching forward towards the front of the room, belly button into spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Reach the spine up towards the sky for cat. And then inhale. Belly drops as the heart and tailbone rise. at a time, reach your spine towards the sky. Tuck the tailbone. And then inhale, belly drops, heart and tailbone rise. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Last round, exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, find neutral. Beautiful job. If you have blocks, it might be helpful to keep them nearby. If not, no worries. But we're going to go ahead and take that left foot and bring it up in front of us, right near the front of our mat at the midpoint. Back leg extends long. You can use the blocks if you need a little bit of assistance in height as we stretch into the hip flexors. So we're keeping the heart raised. If you don't have blocks, your hands are just simply here to frame the foot. But we're just going to hang out here for a minute, trying to create a lot of length through the front of that hip flexor, keeping the hips squared, that knee over the second or third toe. And we're staying lifted through the upper body. As you settle into a stretch, you might be able to find more depth and flip your blocks a little lower. There's 3 options in terms of block height. Releasing tension from the front of that hip flexor. Focusing on relaxing the body. And then as you release, go ahead and walk your weight back, your hands back, toe up towards the sky, keeping the hips squared, bowing the heart. Walk your weight forward once again. And then from here, hands to frame the foot, flip the back toes into the mat, lift up. We're going to briefly step back into a plank and then pull the opposite foot forward, finding that low lunge on the opposite side. Knee over second or third toe. So getting your position and using your blocks in whatever height feels good for you to keep your heart up, your foot where it's at that 90-degree angle, and find that extension on the front of the left hip. Breathe. Rinsing out of the body. Imagine your breath opening up your muscles, warming things, softening things. And then slowly take your weight back, hands back, toe up, as you bow your heart towards your upper thighs. Stay stable when you're in this position. Keep that beautiful flat back. Again, if you ever need the blocks to keep your back flat, pull them back with you. your foot flat. Hands to frame the foot once again. Back toe digs in. Lift to a fully extended low lunge. Take that foot, press it back into plank, and then release the knees. We're going to find child's pose, so if you need to remove the blocks, get them out of the way, please do. Knees can be wide or closer together. And you're going to press your arms out in front of you, release your forehead down to the mat. Nice long extended spine. You should feel a stretch. The outside of your armpits, give your forehead a little rock back and forth. Breathe deeply. With your next inhale, walk your hands over towards the right side of the room. Left hand over right, and exhale, settle down. Big stretch through the side body, keeping your tailbone and heels connected if that's available to you. If not, keep that intention, so avoid rocking, open. And over to the other side, right hand over left. Breathe in deeply to open up the tissue in your side body, and exhale as you relax deeper into the stretch. Slowly walk the hands back towards the torso. We're going to come onto one side and then swing the opposite foot forward, finding butterfly pose. Feet comes together at the soles, elbows to the inner thighs as you reach the heart up. And then press it a little bit closer towards the crease of those feet, letting the knees fall open. Out wide, flexing the feet back towards the knees. We're going to slowly walk the hands out in front of us. One more stretch for the inner thighs. Again, if you ever need blocks to assist you on this, they can create a little ledge you can rest on. about hip width apart. So we release the back flat. Hands are going to come out to our sides in a T. And then we're going to release our knees over to the right as our gaze comes left. Little spinal twist. Keeping your shoulder blades grounded into the mat below. And gaze center, and exhale over to the other side. Drag your arms in towards your body, palms flip up towards the sky as you release your heels to the wide edges of your mat. Fully release the body down into the mat below, growing heavy and light at the same time as you enter into final Shavasana. One last deep inhale in through your nose, all the way down into the soles of your feet. And with this exhale, release everything that does not serve you, those last bits of tension, pain, anxiety, suffering. When you're ready to awaken, you can pull your knees in towards your glutes and roll onto one of your sides, tucking the knees up towards the chest in the fetal position. To get back up, you can use that top facing hand to press the torso upright. The safest way to return to your seat. Thank you for last class of session. We will not be back until 2026, so we have a little bit of a break. But if there are onesie-twosie classes that we decide to schedule, then we will be notifying everybody along the way. Otherwise, enjoy your holiday